What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. We're rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the summer 2020 transfer window. So if you want to stay in the loop with the latest Manchester City transfer news, then make sure you subscribe. It is free. Press that red button, press the bell to put your push notifications on to be notified immediately for when I do upload. Aiming for 13,000 subscribers at the time of recording this video. We have smashed past 12,500 subscribers, so thank you everyone, that is much appreciated by me. Don't forget also social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. Let's be ambitious, we'll up it. 600 likes, we're aiming for 600 likes, so any help towards that again will be much appreciated by me. And most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say. And so without further ado, let's crack on with this video. We've got a big Jose Gimenez update, but first we're going to go to the out. We're going to be speaking first about a couple of centre-backs. The first, Taylor Harwood-Bellis. We've got an update on him. According to the Manchester Evening News, they yesterday were reporting that he is now available for loan. So he may well be leaving Manchester City this summer. That doesn't necessarily have to come before October 5th. After October 5th, there is a 2-week domestic transfer window where he can go out on loan to any domestic club based in England. So Manchester City looking for a new club for Taylor Harwood-Bellis to spend a season on loan at, which I can dig. I think that's a good idea. Where he'll end up on loan at, I'm not sure it will be the Premier League. Possibly the Championship. I think the Premier League, he'd be used more as a squad player, wouldn't really get too many games, whereas in the Championship, I feel like he'd be able to develop more, he'd be playing more. Think of it like how Tosin Adarbioyo has managed to perform, get his decent loan move to the Championship, play them 46 games. Because we already know the quality, they come back and then all of a sudden you do have genuine Premier League interest. And speaking of Tosin Adarbioyo, we've got an update on him as well now. Paul Hirst at the Times is reporting that Adarbioyo, he's not only attracting interest from West Ham that we was reporting on yesterday, he's also got interest from Everton as previously reported, but also Fulham and Brighton have expressed an interest as well. It is thought that Tosin Adarbioyo wants to leave Manchester City on a permanent basis for the sake of his career. Will it be a permanent transfer? I do not know. It's believed that City are looking for more than £8 million. Will clubs pay that or not? I'm not too sure. I did hear yesterday that West Ham were more keen on a loan move, maybe with an option to buy. So maybe that may be the way to go with this transfer. It might be a loan move to a Premier League club with an option to purchase at the end of the transfer. We'll have to wait and see with what happens there. City, if they do let Adarbioyo leave, I would hope that there would be a sell-on clause added to that, or at least a buyback clause that should Adarbioyo over a couple of seasons really progress and show himself to be a fantastic defender, then City can sign him and bring him back. So, we're going to move on to the ins. We've got a new name. I always like new names. It comes in the form of Manor Solomon of Shakhtar Donetsk. He's a 21-year-old winger. AS Roma and Manchester City are interested. That is according to Italian source calciomercato.com. They're based in Italy, obviously. Seems a bit of an odd one, this one, and I say that because Manchester City, we don't need any wingers. And so we'd have to pay quite a big fee for a player that probably wouldn't get any games at Manchester City. Now, Shakhtar are asking for 25 million euros. AS Roma are ready to go in with a bid, but they're not prepared to pay more than 12 million euros. And so I feel like AS Roma, there's genuine interest from there, and City's name's been put out there because maybe they've scouted him or something, I don't know. And so our name's been put out there to try and drive that price up for Shakhtar Donetsk, to try and get AS Roma to be paying a little bit more. Now, one option City could have to sign Solomon would be to then loan him and send him somewhere else in the City football group. Just seems like a little bit of an expensive signing for City to make for the group. Like I said, 25 million euros is what Shakhtar are looking for. And City don't tend to normally get involved in transfer battles. So considering our name's been linked with others, I doubt that it's going to be true. But like I said, it's nice to be linked with a new name nonetheless. Now, some people were asking about Antoine Griezmann in my last update. So I thought I'd include it in this video. I didn't include it in yesterday's video because it's a nothing story, but people are asking for it, so you can have the update and you can have what the facts and what's been reported, and also my opinions. Now, Antoine Griezmann was linked with Manchester City right back at the start of the transfer window this summer, and that was apparently, now it's been reported, due to him being offered to Manchester City from Barcelona, but Manchester City have opted not to make a move. That's according to a source known as Barca Centre, who sometimes are reliable, sometimes aren't, with information coming from Barcelona. I can imagine this, though, to be true. My opinion, wouldn't suit Manchester City's style of play. He would suit other Premier League clubs. Not too sure he'd suit a Pep Guardiola side. He'd come with a big fee, a big wage as well. Doesn't really sound like a transfer that Manchester City would make. Now, replace City in Manchester with United, and possibly you may have had a transfer there. It does sound like the type of signing United would make. He'd be able to play alongside Paul Pogba, obviously another French international, with Antoine Griezmann. A big signing, a shirt-selling signing, big wage, big fee. A signing for United fans to get excited about. Not sure if he'd suit their style or not. He's more of a counter-attacking, attacking forward that can play either as a striker, winger, or playing behind the striker. Just doesn't sound like a Manchester City player, and that will be why Manchester City have chosen not to sign Antoine Griezmann. Now, we've got an update on another story we reported on yesterday, Sergio Reguilon. I hope I say his name, but Fabrizio Romano, he's put some figures out there now. Spurs are going to pay 30 million euros for the left back. They're buying him from Real Madrid. Real Madrid will have a buyback clause, which is believed to be somewhere between 40 to 45 million euros. Real Madrid have also got an option included in this deal that they can accept could match any bid accepted for Reguilon. For their Real Madrid, they can match it to try and bring him back. Now, Manchester United were interested. They didn't want to agree to them terms, a low buyback clause, and willing to have an offer matched with any club that had a bid accepted. The same again with Manchester City. That is simply not how we do our business. But the fact is that if City are chasing left backs, this is another left back that Manchester City are going to be missing out on. As I said yesterday, we've also missed out on Ben Chilwell. He is headed to Chelsea, obviously. So, yeah, a little bit disappointing, that one. Plenty more players for us to target instead. Quick note, speaking of Tottenham Hotspur, they're also set to sign Gareth Bale in a double deal from Real Madrid. They're going to sign him on loan. So Spurs added a couple of decent players to their squad, and their squad does need quality adding to it, because if they'd gone with the squad that they currently have, I don't think they'd have got top six. So adding a couple of decent players there makes it for a more interesting Premier League, in my opinion. Now, we've got an update on Jose Gimenez. Now, Fabrizio Romano has been reporting that Manchester City, they're having a good look at Jose Gimenez from Atletico Madrid. Manchester City, they're willing to pay roughly around 75 to 80 million euros. Manchester City regard the transfer as being doable. However, the stand from Atletico Madrid's end is they want the release clause met at 120 million euros. Like I said, no bids have gone in yet. Manchester City, though, are taking a good look at Jose Gimenez at this moment in time. Interestingly, Fabrizio Romano has also said at this moment in time, Kalidou Koulibaly to Manchester City, it's a no. Now, Tuttosport, they have followed this story on, and speaking of Koulibaly, they have also maintained Manchester City's interest in Koulibaly at this moment in time. It isn't there. Their attention is turned to Jose Gimenez instead of Atletico Madrid, so that seems to be the line City are looking at. Diego Carlos is another player City are looking at, and because of that, PSG is showing more and more interest in Kalidou Koulibaly. This could explain Manchester City walking away from the deal. Napoli using Man City and PSG to try and drive the price up. City will not get involved in bidding wars, so that makes more sense than what was being reported yesterday, that Chiqui's holding a big grudge against Napoli because of Jorginho, and we didn't want to go into negotiations. It makes more sense that if PSG is showing a lot of interest, that City would walk away because they're going to want that price to keep going up. It's believed that if City do want Koulibaly, they're willing to wait right to the end of the transfer window, and so I feel confident in saying that City won't sign a centre-back, a right-sided centre-back now, right up until towards the latter stages of this transfer window. Someone asked me for my opinion. I do think we'll sign a right-sided centre-back this summer. I think it will come right at the end. maybe not deadline day, but maybe a day or two before that is my prediction. And so, City walking away from Kalidou Koulibaly, PSG willing to pay 55 million euros plus 7 million euros in add-ons, a deal worth 62 million euros. I imagine that Napoli have been looking for 10 to 15 million euros more from PSG. City weren't willing to do that. Will PSG do that? It remains to be seen. City, though, looking at Jose Gimenez now rather than Kalidou Koulibaly. Let me know your thoughts of that in the comments below. So there we go, that has been the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Aiming for 600 likes. Any help to us, that will be much appreciated. Don't forget also, leave your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on to stay in the loop with the latest Manchester City transfer news. Daily Manchester City transfer videos for everyone to look forward to. I'll keep you up to date every step of the way, first and fast, aiming for 13,000 subscribers. Any help to us, that would be much appreciated. Social media links in the description below, sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And this is also going to be my last video in this nice echoey room. We'll be back to normal locations from tomorrow. Whoopee! So there we go. I'll see you all again tomorrow. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.